Hey Compsai, it's B. Today I'm going to show you how I do my makeup for Aela the Huntress from Skyrim. So what I start with is get my hair out of my face. I'm not using a wig today, but if I did, I would use a wig cap. And then move on to the face. I'm doing a liquid foundation and covering my entire face before putting on concealer. Moving on to concealer, I'm using a smaller beauty blender to blend this out and putting it under my eyes and on spots that I might have. Set the face with powder before moving on to the next steps. Next I do a little bit of contouring around my cheekbones and up in my forehead, just a little bit, nothing too much, just so you get the definition of the cheekbones a bit more. And after that I take a small brush and do a little bit of highlighting on the tip of my nose bone, and my cupid's bow. You see here I'm switching from the brush and actually using my fingers to apply it. I think it works a little bit better when you do that. Next step is to just brush my eyebrows in place, and after that I'm going to move on to making fake freckles. This is super easy. I just use a bronzer and a little bit of water, mix it together, and then you can use like an unused toothbrush, or as I'm doing, I'm using the same brush that I did for my eyebrows, and then I just splash it onto my face using my nail. I would really recommend watching this in full screen and in high quality to really see. And as you see here, if you use too much product and too much water close to your face, you sometimes get that streak, so be careful to not do like me and get that. But yeah, then just move on and cover your entire face. Since Aela has freckles, I think this is a really cool way to make fake freckles. Here I'm using a eyebrow pencil to draw on a few birthmarks to get a more realistic look. It's now time to do the eyebrows. I'm just drawing them in my natural shape, making them a little bit bigger, since Aela, I mean, she's a werewolf after all, and she's a huntress, so there's probably not much time for having those perfect Instagram eyebrows in Skyrim. And now we're moving on to eyeshadow. I'm using a red one and applying it all over the lid, a bit over my crease, and drawing like a cat eye shape, because that's kind of what Aela has, and I think it looks really good. Blend it out a little bit and do that on both eyes. satisfied with the red, I'm going in with some black in the crease to define and blending it out.
Next, I'm taking a small brush and taking the same red eyeshadow as before and putting it underneath my eye, underneath the waterline, because when I do makeups like these, I work a lot with reference pictures, and if you look at Aela, she has that same red on both the eyelid and over her eye as well as underneath. So I'm trying to recreate that. Here I'm just putting a little bit of white eyeliner pencil in my underwater line. This will help to make the eye appear to be bigger and more open. Right after that, I'm taking a black eyeliner pencil and just outlining the top of my eye. I like to not use like a liquid eyeliner for these types of looks because I think these looks more like matte and natural in a sense. And I'm also pulling it underneath the waterline because I think it will help to make it look a little bit more dramatic and fierce, just the way Aela is. Once I'm satisfied with how the eyeliner look, I am going over it with a little bit of black eyeshadow just until I am completely satisfied with it. Time for mascara and curling lashes. I'm not going to use any false lashes for this look because I think it just looks too pretty for someone who is a huntress and is out about in the wildlands of Skyrim. And now it's finally time for one of the most fun parts of this makeup look. It's her warrior markings or whatever you want to call it in her face. And what I'm just doing here is I'm using a couple of different eyeshadows. I would recommend using face paint, but when I did this I did not have any green face paint on hand. But I'm using, like I said, a few eyeshadows who are green, mixing them together with a little bit of water to make them easier to work with. And I'm just looking at reference pictures of Aela and following the way the stripes are going and just having fun with it and mixing in a little bit of black to make it look a bit more like rough and dirty, like it's actually worn by someone who's actually been out and about. bit of lip color, nothing too dramatic, just to give my lips a little bit more definition and color. And now we're done. If you're using a wig, you can go ahead and put that on, but I'm just gonna brush my hair into place to make it look more like Aela. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to see more videos like this. You can also follow me on other social medias, links are in the description. And if you would like to see this cosplay as well as other Skyrim cosplays come to true life, please consider supporting me on Ko-fi. That would mean a lot. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!